On this Halloween episode of Phoenix News, our reporters risk it all to go into Arkansas's #1 haunted house. We rank the top 5 scariest movies and honor Hispanic Heritage Month. All of this and more.
Hello and welcome to Phoenix News. I'm Ingrid Martinez.
And I'm Dakota Young. What's scarier than being approached by a teacher for not wearing your lanyard?
I wear it now because I always have my lanyard on.
Well, it's that time of the year where everything has some sort of sinister twist, whether it be not wearing your lanyard in the halls, the automatic lights in the bathrooms not turning on, or even what's on TV. Our Phoenix News producers came up with a list of the top 5 scariest movies of all time. Watch if you dare.
With Halloween just around the corner, we here at SOI have decided to get into the Halloween spirit and go over the top 5 classic Halloween movies. Caution, we highly recommend that you do not watch these movies alone. But starting at number 5, we have the 2013 film, The Conjuring. Set in 1970, an unfortunate family moves into a haunted house full of dead spirits. The manifestation of the spirits gets worse and worse until they have to resort into calling in paranormal investigators. Directed by James Wan, The Conjuring had a $20 million budget and grossed $137.4 million in the U.S. alone. The Conjuring is well crafted and very creepy, a true old school horror film. It was given an 86% on the tomato meter from Rotten Tomatoes. The Conjuring is rated R, so watch at your own discretion.
There's something horrible happening in my house.
Coming in at number 4, we have the classic 1980s movie, The Shining. After Jack Torrance becomes winter caretaker at the isolated Overlook Hotel in Colorado, he settles in along with his family. Jack's writing gets no better and his son's vision becomes more disturbing. Jack discovers the hotel's dark secrets and begins to unravel into a homicidal maniac determined on terrorizing his family.
You and Danny.
You did this to me. Didn't you? How could you? How could you?
Here's Johnny.
Directed by Stanley Kubrick, The Shining has a $15 million budget and made $47.3 million. The Shining is an unending roller coaster of horror that knows exactly how to get under the skin of anyone who dares to watch it. It was an 82% on the tomato meter and is rated R. Next, at number 3, we have the 1978 film Nightmare on Elm Street. The movie is about several teenagers that fall prey of Freddy Krueger, a disfigured midnight mangler who preys on the teenagers in their dreams. After investigating the phenomenon, Nancy begins to suspect that a dark secret kept by her and her friend's parents may be the key to unraveling the mystery. But can Nancy and her boyfriend solve the puzzle before it's too late? Directed by Wes Craven, Nightmare on Elm Street had a $1.1 million budget and made $57.3 million in the U.S. Combined with horrifying visual appearances, Freddy Krueger still causes nightmares to this day. This movie was given a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Coming in at number 2, we have our favorite slasher from Illinois, Michael Myers. The story goes that Michael, at the ripe old age of 6 years old, murders his sister with a kitchen knife. He spends the next 15 years in an asylum until he breaks out. After borrowing some clothes from a mechanic, he dons the iconic pale William Shatner mask and stalks 3 babysitters. He strangles 2 of them and stabs a man, but then is shot through a window by his therapist. But his body was never found. Halloween was directed by Sean Carpenter. The movie's budget was $325,000 and made a whopping $47 million in the States and an extra $23 million internationally. The rating was 96 on the tomato meter and is rated R.
Halloween, the night he came home.
Finally, we have our #1 classic horror film, Friday the 13th. Set in a campsite near Crystal Lake, a notorious lake for its history of mystery murders, several teenagers go to Crystal Lake and find themselves haunted by a hidden and brutal killer, Jason Voorhees. Friday the 13th was directed and produced by Sean Cunningham. The film had a $550,000 budget and grossed over $60 million. Released in 1980, this widely known slasher film is rather tame by today's horror standards, but still earns its spot at the #1 classic horror film, given a 63% on Tomato Meter and is rated R.
But now, Jason's reign of terror.
That concludes our list of the top 5 classic horror films. We hope you enjoy the spooky season as much as we do. Please remember that all these movies are rated R, so watch them at your own discretion.
I almost thought couldn't get any scarier, but watch as we keep you into Arkansas's #1 scariest haunted house. Mark Willits and a few of our crew members braved this so that you and I wouldn't have to. Let's visit the Ghost of Huntsville at the Expelled.
Well, it's kind of ironic. It was my kids' dream to do this because they all loved haunted houses, and then their spouses loved haunted houses. So it was something they decided to start, and we started in a little small community about 7 miles south of Huntsville that it was just a fundraiser for the community. And then we really, really enjoyed it. So we just started we done it out there for 2 years, and then we moved here. And so I don't do haunted houses. I don't go to haunted houses, but it was so addictive after we done that first year that it just became something that I really, really enjoyed. I love putting one on, but I don't go to them. The swamp. By far, the swamp is my favorite room. I love just the way everything looks in there, the colors, and it's a great room. By far, my favorite.
Our sets are definitely better since COVID. COVID obviously shut us down for 2 years. Our sets are a lot better, but I'm going to be honest with you. What got us the #1 ranking is our actors. Our actors and our actresses inside this haunted house, they're top notch. There's nobody there's nobody in the state that has better actors than us, guaranteed.
I'm outside. I'm a key line actor. I gotta come out here and meet all the other gorgeous people out here.
I have seen men come through that just think, it's going to be a piece of cake, going to be a breeze, and they're like, I'm not scared. And then they get in there, and we can watch them on the cameras, and they push their wife in front of them, between them and the actor, or they run out and leave their wife waiting. And so then they come out here and they're like, I wasn't scared. And their wife's telling everything, that they've done, not knowing that we've already seen it on camera. So it makes me very proud because I know the amount of work that has been put into this. So yeah, it makes me proud when people really enjoy it. Besides, I like to interact with the people. I've met a lot of interesting people that come through here. Some not so interesting. We get some that's, less than stellar, and they have to be watched as they go through the hall. It's the people. Yeah, I enjoy being the
Do you want to know something else that's terrifying? Salad dressing seemingly haunted the halls a few weeks ago as we celebrated our school spirit by dressing up. Admin and staff thought of a unique and flavorful spin on getting us all in spirit. We turned it over to Mitchell Doppy to give us a dish.
Shabbat Shalom. It's me, Mitchell, and who am I with right now?
Malin. Miss Jennings.
Colby.
I'm Mrs. Allen.
Daniela Diaz.
That's me. Tucker Graves.
Gracie.
Skylar Hunt.
Well, so I'm noticing you have a lot of aspects to your costume, and it's a good costume. Other teachers, how would you rate on a scale of where do you think you lie on the scale of other teachers dressing up?
The ones who've dressed up
Today, yeah.
Average.
Oh, really?
Sure. I don't know.
Do you think what teachers do you think are better than
There's
this?
some downstairs that are really good.
How would you say the other teacher turnout for dressing up today is?
We've actually been pretty impressed. There's a lot of teachers dressed up today. I think they were excited to put their togas on this morning.
Do you think it's been better than the other days?
I kind of do, which I guess maybe this is more like, you really notice it. You can kind of blend in your Hawaiian shirt or something, but in this, it's like when someone's in a toga, you pay attention.
And this is for, what day is this for?
Toga Day, right?
Toga Day.
I forgot the day. I don't know what it's called.
So you don't know what it's called?
No.
Okay. Well, I do, and it's been bugging me a lot, right? Because so the first one, right, we got, what was the first one?
I think it was Ranch Day.
Yes, ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Then what was it? It was Thousand Island?
No, it was Catalina Day.
Catalina.
Yeah.
Still, it's a dressing. Mm-hmm. Then there was Thousand Island, and today is Caesar.
Oh.
Caesar's a salad, not a dressing. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Some teachers helped me out to come up with this. This is a tablecloth.
I was gonna ask what it's made of.
It's a tablecloth, and then they just made a little knot here. And then this is just some decorations.
Yeah. He gave me he comes bearing gifts. I think it looks great on my own head. I feel like I'm actually participating now.
I would agree, Mitchell.
You would agree. So what class are you coming from? You're in the halls.
Construction.
Is the construction teacher wearing a toga?
Afraid not.
He's not. What about the other students in there? I know there's some like younger kids. I feel like they'd have some fun.
There's like one other student, but most are gone.
Malin, one, I will say, have you seen the movie Hercules?
Yes.
You look like the like the pop people who dance and stuff, yeah. At the beginning of the movie. It's great. Well, are you planning on dressing up for any of the other days?
Yes, sir.
Oh, really? Are you going to go out? Are you going to try as hard as you did today?
Yes, sir.
Spring Week was elaborate, but what's more is our Hispanic culture. Here at SOI, we have and continue to honor the roots of our families through the recognition of Hispanic Heritage Month. From September 15th through October 15th, we are reminded of the impact Hispanic culture has had in America. What does this mean to the students at our school? Keep watching as we discover this.
In the past, SOI has had extravagant events for Hispanic Heritage Month. Although this year we may not be doing it as big, we still have lots of love in our heart. So today, let's take a look at what our fellow peers have to say.
Hispanic Heritage Month is a way to celebrate the contributions, achievements, history, and culture of Hispanics.
Hispanic Heritage Month means that it's a time to reflect on my people and like my culture. Some of my favorite Hispanic foods are pozole. I don't know. I feel like my culture is like very hyped up. There's a lot of parties. The social gathering. There's like good vibes and like good environment. What I love the most about my culture is the food. For example, I'm Nicaragüense from Nicaragua. And there's this food called gallo pinto, which is rice and beans mixed with crema, which is cream. And I don't know, that's been one of my favorite like foods growing up.
It means family, like to always persevere, like no matter what.
My culture means a lot to me. I was raised in the United States. I was born and raised here, but I also had the opportunity to visit Mexico. I still have family there. And so for me, it's just such a rich culture that I'm happy to share with my students. The history that just forms the Mexican-American culture primarily for me is what I have knowledge of, but being able to talk to my students who come from all different Hispanic backgrounds has taught me a lot. And it's also just like broadened my knowledge and made me want to research more, get to know more about their histories and their cultures and share those out as well.
I grew up around the Hispanic culture and it's something that I have a lot of love for and appreciation for, and as someone myself with Indigenous heritage, there's a lot of similarities I see, and it means a lot to our students to celebrate as well. I would love to have a big celebration for Asian American and Pacific Islander Month, and I would also love to be able to have students celebrate and do things to celebrate their cultures, whether it's Hispanic heritage, Black heritage, Native heritage. I want to do something big towards the end of the year, kind of like all cultures of SOI come together and do something fun.
In keeping with our spotlight on Hispanic Heritage Month, on September 23rd, the Hispanic Women's Association held their annual conference at the Jones Center here in Springdale. This conference has been important in celebrating the accomplishments of our Hispanic community for 21 years. For more on this special event, we turn our attention to our Phoenix news crew who were actually there.
To us as an organization, the important is to highlight and bring just the light to those topics that are very relevant in the community, that are affecting the community in general, but with an emphasis on Latinos.
I love the fact that people come here and they learn and they can see people that looks like them and they have succeeded.
Well, we're all in this together. The Hispanic Women's Organization of Arkansas and NALEO, we share a common mission. We want to move our Latino community forward, and we can only do that in collaboration.
It means a lot because as a part of the Hispanic community, it's good to learn that there are opportunities for us in this community and seeing the people that have evolved before me.
Just to show that it's possible, because I know it's really hard. Like Hispanic women, they think like they're not able to go to school, but I'm a prime example of it's possible to do anything.
Como mujeres poderosas han transformado su vida y cómo el impacto que tienen ahora ayuda a mucha gente.
It's like a sense of connection that you feel with them, knowing that they have the same background as you, knowing that they probably went through the same struggles learning a different language as you.
So heard stories of amazing women that I think everyone else should hear, because it really it shined a light bulb that I never thought would shine, if that makes sense.
Just to really show women that there is support out there. There's things that can help, like you tell us your dream and we'll help you we'll show you how to get there.
And make sure that our work is being acknowledged and that it's being valued and that we're really leaving our mark in Northwest Arkansas.
We have growing Latino populations and Latinos who are having an impact.
People like the result and how people start changing their lives and feel empowered when they start making those small changes. It makes me happy and motivates me as a person.
Such a fantastic and uplifting event. Thank you to all the organizers and community members who made this special day possible.
Stay tuned because we need to check in with our sponsors. When we come back, we will see how the city of Springdale kicked off the fall season.
Hi, this is Zach Arns, the voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is now opened and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today. 888-498-2549. That's 888-498-2549.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. Bye-bye, on hold music. Hello, personal service. Finance and grow a business, easily pay friends, and quickly chat with a personal banker with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit ExploreSpringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit ExploreSpringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
at McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
Drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Welcome back. On October 7th, Downtown Springdale Alliance kicked off the fall season with the also October event, this special event had plenty of fall booths and activities. This is definitely a snapshot you won't want to miss.
Springdale is a very diverse community, and when we can do an event over food and music and the community comes together and celebrates together, it's a huge win for the whole community. We're celebrating our superpower, which is diversity.
I wanted to get involved with the community. So what better way than to come and be in the community?
So we are here with the Georges recruitment team. Super happy to be here and support the community of Springdale.
I would describe this event as amazing.
Nothing gives us the fall season feels like this when you're right there. Special thanks to Downtown Springdale Alliance for putting on such a great event.
It's now that time of the show where we honor one of our influential teachers. Speaking of culturally strong women, we as a school community get to be around a woman who's influential every single day. We honor Miss Myers today.
My name is Melissa Myers and I teach Spanish. About being a Spanish teacher, I just love teaching students how to speak a secondary language or their native language to help preserve the Spanish language for those who are heritage speakers.
My name is Kevin Rivas. I like the way she teaches. She's a really engaged teacher. She's always there to help you whenever you need help. So that's what I like about it.
Originally, I didn't know I wanted to be a Spanish teacher. I wanted to teach. My mom was an elementary educator. She's been a kindergarten teacher for about 30 years. But I knew I wanted to work with high school age students, and then when I started looking at what I could teach and what my strengths were, I decided that I would want to teach Spanish, and it was a great choice because it's something I love doing.
Something I like about Miss Myers is that she's really nice and she's a great teacher, and I can always count on her to help me whenever I need it. Something that I think makes Miss Myers special about other teachers is that she's always there to help, she's always in a great mood, and she also has really good lessons to teach us every day.
What do you like about Miss Myers?
She's a really good teacher. She's really helpful to me when I'm struggling. She likes to help me.
Congratulations to Mrs. Myers. Thank you for being one of our best teachers.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.